The top stories: a lawyer is disbarred, teacher's boss calls for pay raise, and getting up to speed on sports injuries. Welcome to Nation News for Wednesday, April the 15th, 2015.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. News, your time, your way.
First, an elderly man had to be freed from his car following a three-vehicle collision on the ABC highway. The jaws of life was required for the afternoon accident on the stretch between the Norman Niles and Clyde Walcott roundabouts. That's between Haggart Hall and Huddersfield Turning. It was not known if there were other injuries up to news time. A local attorney has been stripped of his right to practice law. The disbarment of Thurl Fields was announced by Chief Justice Sir Marston Gibson on behalf of the Court of Appeal. The court ordered Mr. Fields to pay more than $600,000 with interest of 8% to his former client, Patricia Simpson. Ms. Simpson had hired him in 2008 in a land purchase case. Sir Marston and Justices of Appeal Sherman Moore and Sandra Mason said Mr. Fields had displayed neither penitence nor contrition in the matter. Patrons attending the Barbados Reggae Festival should prepare for more intense security checks. Acting Superintendent of Police Margaret Stevens says both handheld and walk-through body scanners will be used during the festival. She was speaking at the Farley Hill National Park, where law enforcement, fire, health and other officials carried out a site visit. Farley Hill will be the venue of Reggae on the Hill. Festival promoter Al Gilts told the media that sales are going as expected.
They're not as high as they would have been for exceptional years like 2 years ago, but they're on average, which is good. We expect as we draw closer to the actual day of events, then we will see, as we normally do, a spike like with Sunday's event, which is regular beach party. The demographic that usually attends that, they prefer, for some other reason, to buy their tickets at the very door. So we are not worried that those sales are above average, because we know this is a legal event, and then at the door everybody plays. But for the vintage especially, that is very good, and for Reggae on the Hill, it's the average level they will be expecting.
A Trinidadian management consultant has advised Barbadian financial regulators to be more intrusive in the operations of large financial conglomerates to avoid a repeat of the Clico debacle. Delivering a Financial Services Commission lecture on Tuesday night, Osborne Nurse said full confidence will not return to the local insurance sector until the Clico matter is resolved. Following the lecture, the Commission's CEO Randy Graham told Nation News his organization would continue to ensure that the appropriate resources were devoted to regulation. However, he said the resolution of the Clico matter was a job for the judicial managers, government, and the courts. The president of the Barbados Union of Teachers, Pedro Shepherd, says it is high time that teachers get a salary increase. Addressing the trade unions' annual conference on Monday, he said the Congress of Trade Unions and Staff Associations should begin discussions on a pay raise with government. Mr. Shepherd said teachers, like all other public officers, have not had an increase in salary since 2009, but they've had to grapple with rising prices and an erosion of their purchasing power. Common Entrance Day next month is fast approaching, and eligible primary school children are hard at work for the big day. At Eagle Hall Primary, Class 4 students have been using the vacation to do some serious prepping, completing a mock exam on Tuesday at St. Leonard's Boys School. They'll be going there for the real thing. In sport, Barbadian sports people have been getting tips on how to prevent and treat sports injuries. Sports medicine practitioner Dr. Renee Best delivered a Barbados Drug Service lecture on the topic on Tuesday night.
Overtraining is well recognized in actually affecting the body in several ways. Not just with the recovery and stuff, but your immune system actually dips when you overtrain. So all of a sudden then, you see that same guy that is going at it like that, actually the immune system opens up that he then gets the slightest cold that come around. And he actually starts breaking down and getting sick. And then that messes up his whole training because then he can't train at 100% and a vicious slow cycle starts. He's also wondering why he's fatigued for no reason, because that's the other signs of the overtraining. The body just ain't recovering and he's just drained. And then that also then causes further breakdown, etc.
And finally, police say a man from Long Island, New York, set his rental car ablaze while trying to kill bed bugs inside the vehicle. Scott Kembry suffered superficial burns in the incident on Tuesday. Police say he poured alcohol over the insects, then sat in the car and lit a cigarette, setting off the blaze. He fled the vehicle on his own. A police officer was quoted as saying that someone told Mr. Kembry that if he saturated the bed bugs with alcohol, it would kill them. And that's Nation News for Wednesday. For more, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Remember to pick up your Daily Nation on Thursday or subscribe to our e-paper.